Why God gives his toughest battles to his strongest warriors. So first of all, is this saying even true? Yes, it is. Real quick though, God is not a guy. I'm gonna act like God is a guy though for this video, because most people who adhere to this saying usually are like Christian somewhat, and they have like a masculine view of God. So in this video, God will be a man, even though God is not a man or a woman. But yeah. Anyway, when it comes to God and stuff like that, right? Why does he give his toughest soldiers or his toughest warriors the hardest battles and stuff like that? The reason why is because when you're in these tough situations, right? Usually we're like, oh my God, God, please help me, please save me, or whatever the fuck, you feel me? And sometimes it works. We get an answer, we act off that answer, and then yeah, we're good. But how about when we don't get an answer and stuff like that? We're just begging and begging and begging and nothing happens. You see, God puts you in these tough situations because God wants you to stop asking him like, God, I need your help, and instead unify with him. And then take his power, allow him to give you his power, and then you'll start murking shit. Figuratively, you'll start striking shit down with your pinpoint strike of wisdom. You'll start burning shit up with your fiery devotional flames. You feel me? But you need the power of God though, and you can't get the power of God if you're too busy asking God to help you and save you. You got to unify with God to get God's power, because think about it. If God has the answer, right? You feel me? Instead of asking God for it, just become one with God and you would have the answer, because now at that point you are God. You feel me? But it's not your personality. Like, it's not like, if for me, right, it wouldn't be John. John will never ever be God. John will be a vessel that God could come through at any time, and if John stays purified and open, he could channel God more and more. But John will never ever be God. You feel me? However, John could talk to God and become one with God and get that power from God, but it's not fully John though. You feel me? It's the thing that's sustaining John, and it's flowing through John, and then it looks like John's doing all this amazing shit, but it's just the power that flows through John. You feel me? So with all that shit being said, right, hook up with a God. You feel me? When you're in that tough situation, right, realize that you're not a victim. Because here's the thing: if you think that you're a victim, that you have no control at all, if you think that you deserve this, why would you look for a solution? You wouldn't, because at that point it's supposed to happen, right? If you're a victim and you have no control, at that point, why would you look for a solution? You wouldn't. Now, I'm not saying that you always have full control. I'm saying that being a victim never helps. At least realize that, you're in this situation, you may not have full control, but don't just go full victim, because at that point you'll be shit out of luck. Try to get some power and stuff like that, and get that power from God. Don't come from a separate being and be like, God, I need your power and stuff like that. Instead, just hook up. Got that bitch. They done fucked up bad, and now we're gonna murk some shit figuratively. We're gonna murk some shit figuratively, unless we actually had to murk some shit. You feel me? But it's all figurative speech right now. You feel me? We're just destroying all ignorance, destroying all evil, and we go do that shit with the power of the Lord. With the power of the Lord. What? Because the toughest warriors, once they get that power and stuff like that, they gonna fucking use it. Because they holy devotional ass and stuff like that gonna know how to use that God power. Some niggas get that God power and can't use it, and they fuck up. They get fucked up. But you, the tough ass warrior who been through that bullshit and stuff like that, when you hook up with that power of God, my nigga, it's over with your holy devotional ass. Your holy devotional ass. You feel me? But yeah, that's it for this video and stuff like that. You feel me? Just, it's not always easy with me inside the situations. I done heard niggas go through some shit. You feel me? Like, like people I know personally, people I don't know personally. I done heard niggas go through some shit. You feel me? But anytime they get in tune with that God power, it'd be good. But anytime they wasn't in tune with the God power, they could openly admit that it didn't work for them. You feel me? They'll tell you that shit. They'll tell you that when they was a victim, it didn't work. They'll tell you that when they got in tune with God, that when they saw the God inside themselves, they knew exactly what the fuck to do. You feel me? Because at that point, you'll know. If God got all the answers, you feel me? Just become the thing with all the answers and shit like that. Instead of trying to beg it. You feel me? Stop begging it. Instead, become that thing, because that's what God wants. God wants you to, God is like, my child, why are you asking this shit? I'm your father. Just come to me, become one with me. I am you. I'll give you the answer like that. I don't need to be giving you no separate ass answers. Just become one with me. You'll already understand, my child. You feel me? That's what God wants. Okay? Peace.